It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Eagles and the Colts under the lights on Monday night.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Here's a 2nd and 6. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On first down, it's Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, it's... Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Quiddy Hay bursting through to bring him down.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
From the gun, Richardson.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They go right back to Taylor. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Matt Gay on now for the Colts field goal try. This one from 47 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Richardson will give it to Taylor. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now a give to Barkley, running right. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. This one complete to Bryant. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, Hurts. Open man is Smith. He's got him. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Looks like a design run. Hurts has it.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Anthony Gould now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take over just before the half. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. it's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Second down and 8. Hurts now. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. All field goals in that first half. 6-3 the score at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Brock Purdy, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Nico Collins, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Here's Gould on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. Taken in by Gesicki. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Throwing is Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A give, running right, it's Taylor. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, Richardson. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side, it either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will tie the game at 6.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, that touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. Open man, Devontae Smith. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to Smith. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. In motion comes Thomas. On first down, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On play action, here's Hurts. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A first down throw for Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6. The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Now Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Here's Hurts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, Hurts. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Throwing, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Colts about to kick this one away. Will be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Richardson operating from the pistol. That'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it just past their 25.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Catch made right side by Thomas. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with him again. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And he has missed this one. No good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Hurts. There's that man again, another catch. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Taken in by Gesicki. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Richardson to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. The outside, hauled in by Pittman.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Richardson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Richardson. That is brought in at the 10.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So, the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. Again, Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Indianapolis.
2 in.